French politician laughs in Meg's face, exposed her French's primary level, not even pronounced the alphabet right. Learn French because it makes you sound smart. This was a quote from one of the teens on the Shriners ads. It made sense why Harry's first wife boasted about learning it for 8 years, and then 4 years, and then she doesn't know it at all. Either way, it's not effective. I guess that Jeopardy didn't offer this category. Remember last year when the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped out for the first outing of the new year, visiting London's Canada House to thank them for the country's hospitality during their recent Christmas vacation. While speaking to gathered politicians, Prince Harry suggested that his wife speak to them in French, one of Canada's 2 official languages. Meghan said a simple sentence or two to ask about the staff's situation. However, a French-born politician said, "It's honestly very difficult to understand her when she speaks French. Her pronunciation is very strange. Thinking you look smart because you speak more than one language is as revealing about our level of intelligence as going on about playing Wordle. Same with Scrabble. Being good at Scrabble only shows you're good at spelling." In another time, there is a clip out there of Hazard and Meg meeting some other French politicians, and he tells everyone Meg can speak the language and encourages her. She comes out with some stilted, basic one-word reply. Prince Harry suggested that Markle talk to them in French. "No," she immediately responded with a laugh, although she is totally capable of doing so. Instead, Meghan stuck to English as she told the staff, "I want to say Happy New Year and thank you, and as my husband said, my goodness, it was just such an incredible time we were able to have there, and with our son too. And just to be able to take in the warmth that we experienced from the people, and to also look around and see the beauty of Canada," she added. To see Archie go, "Ah," when you walk by and just see how stunning it is. It meant the world to us. The Duchess of Sussex studied French for 6 years, but that wasn't her only experience with foreign languages. She also completed an internship at the US Embassy in Buenos Aires during her time at Northwestern University, where she learnt to speak Spanish, according to her official page on the royal family's website. Although she's totally capable of doing so, really? Then it was rude of her not to. Why did the press publish so many obvious lies? And spending a few weeks fetching coffee inside an English-speaking American embassy makes you fluent in Spanish? I wish people would start speaking to her in these languages, then point to this article when she can't respond. By the way, why she didn't retain any of her French lessons beyond her formal studies? Because she only took them for 2 semesters in college. That's what I did, required, and I also took comms. Hi Meghan. It was a 90-minute bi-weekly class per semester. It wasn't enough for me. There wasn't a continuing self-study from my part as well. For that matter, I don't think the British royal family or the people of Britain or the Commonwealth would have thought any less of Meghan if she'd been honest about her true education status, rather than risk being charged with fraud by an education facility for falsifying degrees that they don't have nor ever have offered their students. In Australia, if I falsely claim to have graduated from a university, whether it is since amalgamated under another name or not, I'd be charged with fraud by the faculty, and this incurs a fine of around 250,000 Australian dollars and a criminal record. Meghan is banking on the NDA for superglue. Meghan is banking on the NDA for supergluing compensation paid by Thomas, keeping the students silent. I feel that the college has failed to comment out of respect for Her Majesty the Queen.